The Elite Four member Karen once said that truly skilled trainers, they try to win with their favorites, but if you men play VGC, you know if your favorite is an Incineroar or Whimsicott, you might as well pack it up, go home, because your favorite mon probably belongs in the trash. Wolf Glick, Stefan Mott, Justin Tang, all goated players, all said that my favorite mon, Luxray, also belongs there. But I'm here to tell you, man, that they were wrong. I've watched every regional this season, and within the meta, there are cracks forming. Cracks that only a Luxray can fill. I worked with some of the highest ranked trainers, made a Luxray build, and took it to dominate a tournament in my region. I'm giving you, man, the full breakdown. The secret item, the unconventional move that flips every single matchup on its head, and the partner Pokemon that perfectly lift Luxray up. All this so that you, yes you, can win with your favorite Pokemon. So stay tuned, because we're going to take my favorite Pokemon and go up against a Pokemon veteran. If you're not familiar with the Pokemon Video Game Championships, or VGC, let me break it down for you one time. I kill myself now. Just like in every single Pokemon game, you can bring a team of 6, but in battle you're only allowed to use 4. There are 2 forms of battle, closed and open team sheet. In open team sheet, you know pretty much everything about the enemy team, and it's best out of 3. In closed team sheet, you know next to nothing, and there's only 1 battle. That's what we're playing today. Like most online games, the meta shifts, but in Pokemon, this is usually dictated by what Pokemon trainers are allowed to use. These changes usually rely on whether legendary or restricted Pokemon are allowed in play. These are the hugely powerful Pokemon that are usually on the box, and they can morph entire teams around them. However, in Regulation Set H, all those men got sent to jail, so that means the niche picks are able to shine here. However, that does mean that weaker but still strong threats like Goldengo, Basculegion, and Sneasler, those men are able to run free. They are fast, they are powerful, but they all rely on one mechanic to survive, Rastalization. This mechanic that changes the type of a Pokemon is used to either shed a weakness or boost an attack. What if I told you the types that these men are Rastalizing into is painting a giant target on their back for your boy's favorite Pokemon? That's the crack I found. A lot of the commentaries in this meta are weak to electric, and that's what we're gonna abuse. My plan wasn't to just compete with the meta, it was to find one Pokemon that specifically attacks it directly. And that's where Luxray comes in. This Luxray build is like a finely tuned assassin made to attack and murder all of the top meta picks as soon as they terrestrialize. Sadly though, Luxray isn't without its own issues. Forget its mid-arse speed stat, its horrible bulk, it's got the move pool as seasoned as a white guy's spice cabinet, and don't forget that on every team there's 2 forms of Freddy Fazbear lurking in the darkness. To overcome that, we needed a perfect support structure. The challenge was clear. We needed to make a board state where Luxray could unleash an electric type attack even with the bears on the board. This couldn't just be a collection of 6 random Pokemon. They had to do 2 specific things. They had to do speed control and make ground type Pokemon super fucking sad. Before we get to Luxray's specific moveset, let's look at the gang that made this whole thing possible. The obvious first choice is your boy Rillaboom. In VGC, this thing is like salt, bro. It goes with literally every meal, no problem. It gets fake out to make your opponent wait a turn for having to do anything, which allows Luxray or other mons to set up perfectly. Not only that, your boy's quite tanky. Slapping a salt vest on this thing and there's no getting rid of it. Next up is actually my best friend Rolly's favorite Pokemon, the Alolan Ninetales. And her mon is actually better right now. Wonder how that feels. I wanted her presence to be felt with this absolute Swiss Army knife of a Pokemon. Want to set up a shield to protect your Pokemon? Alolan Ninetales. You want to slow down your enemies? Alolan Ninetales. Bro, I'm pretty sure this thing could even write videos for you if you're asked it to. Yo, what the fuck? And if ground types weren't sad enough, we're gonna have them balance some very specific helplines after this one. Basculegion is a powerhouse. It's immune to fake out because it's dead. Plus its ability, adaptability, boosts its water and ghost type moves by 50%. We have flip turn to leave just like your dad did, Aqua Jet that almost always goes first, and last respects to hit the ops with the souls of our fallen brethren. Just so you man deep how much power this thing holds, a Terra Water Basculegion using Wave Crash is enough to take out 3 whole Incineroars. Now you man remember how I said Freddy Fazbear is on literally every single team? Well, yeah, he's here too. This thing's meant to be used as a stally, annoying brick wall with protects and yawns to just waste your turns. Nevertheless, it's a good check into our Caledon Rain teams and the Mouse and Monkey team up that makes me want to swan dive off a 6-story building. Finally, we have your boy's secret weapon, Volk Arona, a quiver dancing setup sweeper that honestly belongs on a watch list. It gets Heat Wave to burn and do spread damage, and it gets Terra Fairy Terra Blast to evict every dragon in a 5-mile radius. And that's the team. But the nerdiest among you man will be saying, so, that's not proper team building. That's just a regional team with a Luxray slapped on the end. I don't know what that voice was. And you would be right if Luxray was just stuck on the end. Just wait. You'll see what I'm talking about. We went into this tournament with a finished Luxray build. No changes, no second chances, and the meta didn't like me. These things don't have rock slide. That's some of them are rock slide.
They generally don't, actually.
Okay, well, if I see a rock slide race, I'm gonna crash out.
They do have rock slide, I'm going to die.
For fuck's sake! Oh, no, that's worse. That's way, way worse.
That is worse.
I'm alive. Barely. But now Sinister is much more alive. Alright, come on. Come on, Fishy. Let's see what you got.
150 last respects.
Hold on. Hold on.
He's slow as balls.
No!
Ooh.
Come on!
So close yet so far.
I was starting to get mad at myself in the way I was playing. I'm not gonna lie, I got mad at myself, I got mad at the team, and most of all, I got mad at Luxray. The mindset had me like, am I even good at this game anymore? Am I throwing? Can you really actually win with your favorite Pokemon? I took 6 losses in a row, and I'm not gonna lie, your boy was feeling it. Look, this advice isn't just for Pokemon, it's for life in general. If you have a feeling like this, take a step back. The competition that I was playing in spanned the whole weekend, and it was just Friday, so I took Saturday off. I hung out with my friends, chilled with my girlfriend, and didn't think about the competition once. And when I got back, Luxray was waiting for me. Our strategy wasn't perfect, but when it worked, boy, did it work. Luxray Gaming. This is actually Luxray Gaming. That's not a cool fit either, Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
What am I looking at?
Into Vulcan burn, into Vulcan burn, into Vulcan burn, into Vulcan burn. Into Vulcan burn. Into Vulcan burn.
Burn. Nope, doesn't burn, but we can get paralysis.
Boys, why is Crocolore on my screen?
I don't know.
So you see? Let's go. This is honestly just wave crash, heat wave, right?
Dragonite can come in, but who cares?
Who the fuck cares?
Boom isn't going to enjoy this.
Bye.
The scale is broke. That's gone. Yeah.
Hey, Ensign. Nice to see you, man.
Did we just...
Rip Terra Fairy Terra Blast.
Fake out is not going to work.
Fake out will not work.
Flying Terra. It's probably flying. It's probably flying blast.
Blood of bird.
We should live. We should live this. It hurts, but we lived.
Okay, Bask, you've done your job. It's cool, bro.
Yeah,
I think just Incineroar leaves. Yep, Incineroar leaves.
Caesar's not going to enjoy a +1 Terra Blast.
He's really not.
It was extreme speed. No.
Oh, boo. Please, Luxray, I'm gonna ask you this one thing. Okay,
Please,
fake out
Luxray,
Flare Blitz.
it'd be
It's a
so fucking funny.
fake out Flare Blitz. It's a fake out Flare Blitz. Para. Nope.
Feels bad, man.
It does feel bad. Come on, Luxray. You've got such a high attack stat. You're 252. Fucking use it.
That would have been a generational crit, maybe, but...
Yep. Alright, Rillaboom, you've served us. We are in a Luxray Gaming endgame, ladies and gentlemen.
07s for Rillaboom.
Okay, this is so over. Unless this is sleep. Unless this is sleep Diaclaw.
He can't paralyze you, so...
He can't paralyze me.
Or crit.
Diaclaw goes off. No, Brock! Spot Luxray! Luxray! We showed that for every 2 losses, 3 wins would rise up to take its place. And how did we do this? Our Luxray was built different. In ways, I think it's kind of better than the Incineroar replaced, I'm not gonna lie. To get that, we first have to deep what makes Incineroar so fucking strong. Don't get me wrong, its typing is great, stats are serviceable, but boy, when I tell you this thing gets so many 14 moves. It's got Fake Out, it's got Flare Blitz, it's got Knockoff, it's got Parting Shot, it's got U-Turn, it's got Taunt, it's got Protect, it's got whatever a competitive Pokemon could need to make you miserable. It's the king of momentum control. It gets in, beats you up, swaps out. It's like an ex-girlfriend. Instant is like Mr. Beast, and in comparison, Luxray is like a homeless bum. Bro has nothing. Wild Charge is like Timu Flare Blitz, bro. It does no damage for no reason. Whoever designed this move, I swear to God, when I fucking find you, Luxray has no way to use this pretty amazing attack stat. But it does have access to something even better. In my opinion, something more annoying than anything Incineroar could do. Instead of Wild Charge, my Luxray was running a move that it learned almost 18 years ago in the Sinnoh region when I caught it as a kid. I called that thing Spark. Alright, deep it like this. Fake Out is like a red light. We'll stop a car for a little bit and then it drives on by. Paralysis is like slashing the cars and filling the tank up with lighter fluid. That thing's not driving. Not only does Paralyze make Pokemon slow as shit, but it also gives them a 25% chance to sit on the field and do nothing, like all of my rivals' teammates. We didn't need Luxray to hit hard. We needed it to lock targets in place so the rest of the team can jump them. Spark only has a 30% chance to paralyze, but hey, it's better than 0, and the results show for themselves.
Spark. Come on, power.
Come on, power. That's why he's the GOAT. I was Luxray to do this. Is that QD on the other side as well? Doesn't even matter. Spark. Power. Now you're looking at these clips and you're thinking, okay, utility is good and all, but that move hits like a small child, and if something hits Luxray back, it's gonna melt. That's why we run the Citrus Berry, boy. It's simple, it's basic, but it's essential. It allows Luxray to stay on the field or leave to intimidate once again. Luxray wasn't built for the limelight. It's the ultimate support pivot. It's able to annoy people, do some damage, and leave. This brings us to the last key moves that transform this Luxray into a viable linchpin for the team. Volt Switch not only lets Luxray leave the field and annoy things later, but it also picks up KOs and focus sash targets. And Snarl lets me mess with not only just physical attackers with Intimidate, but also those pesky special attackers. If Luxray can bring all of everyone's attacks down, then its shitty ass defenses start to look a little bit better. And then you're playing his game. Tell me again who this guy is.
We got top 4 at the last day regional.
Top 128 at NAIC.
Ain't the founder of Showdown.
Didn't found it, but it's like the main runner of it.
This is Leonard Craft III, a developer for Showdown. He's ranked 50th in the world, and he's my opponent for some reason. Normal people will be shaking in their boots, but I was busy, having no idea who he is. For the battle going in, I knew his team inside and out because he had already played it on a stream. However, in this closed team sheet format of online tournaments, he didn't know a thing about my team. And that's where I took advantage. Leonard leads with Mousehold and Annihilate against my Ninetales and Ursaluna. This was clearly early setup. Even though he's a top player, bro's still gonna click beat up and Rage Fist every single turn. And that's exactly what he did. This allows me to not only yawn the ape, but set up a Roar Veil, which is nerfing his damage. By forcing Annihilate out and bringing his Rillaboom in, this monkey is taking a face full of blizzards and the Mousehold protected in front of a Blood Moon. Now that Ursaluna has done his job, he's left with 2 physical attackers on the board, and you know who he's fearing? Luxray. But it's not Luxray, it's Volcarona. A combination of Grassy Glide and B-Up from his Pokemon are enough to put Ninetales down, which is perfect because I get to bring the bear back in for free. I protect to avoid a Wood Hammer and Quiver Dance and take a Super Fang for my troubles, but he predicted my protect and swapped in Dragonite instead. But this is the turning point of the match because we double target the Dragonite with a Terra Fairy Terra Blast and a Blood Moon, and it lives at 6 HP, which is honestly better for me, I'm not gonna lie. I knew that haze was coming out from this Dragonite, so I decided to Quiver Dance anyway to keep my boosts and yawn the mouse to force it off the field. Despite the threat of Heat Wave, Leonard brings Rillaboom back in for Fake Out and decides to Scale Shot my Ursaluna, which I predict and protect against. Not only just to stop the damage, I heal for about 25% because of grassy terrain and leftovers. And this is the turn that changed everything. See, I didn't tell you man Volcarona's item. Most of them run Grassy Seed, some of them run leftovers, but barely any of them run Covert Cloak, which stops the additional effects of attacks that do damage, meaning Fake Out doesn't flinch your boy. Knowing this, I swap in Basculegion and Heat Wave for the double KO. Mousehold and Annihilator left, and I knew that that thing had to tear it to fire to survive the heat wave, so I heat wave anyway to break the mouse hold sash and then flip turn out of there for the KO. A Rage Fist goes into Soulo and does nothing. Seeing the writing on the wall, a 1v3 that he cannot win, Leonard Craft forfeits the match against me. Just like that, I'd beaten the ranked 48th player in the world right now. I'd love to say that Luxray was sitting in the back waiting for its turn, but as you can see, we didn't really need him. The threat of him being there was apparently just enough. The threat of the electric cat was still ever present, and that might have changed how he played the game. Because you can prep for Incineroar all you want. No one's prepping for a Luxray. You may have noticed from the reverse POV that I actually didn't get this footage myself, so shout out to Leonard Craft for not just, blocking me when I reached him out to see if he had it. All of his socials are in the description. He's such a good player, seemingly good guy, and I hope to get to his level one day, I'm not gonna lie, so we can get that rematch in. At the end of the weekend, after 37 hard-fought battles, I placed top 300th in my continent, which is higher than any GC I've ever played before. All of that with a Pokemon that I've had since I was a kid. That's a feeling that you can't replicate. We didn't win because he was the strongest, we didn't win because he was the fastest, but because I understood the meta, I believed in my boy, and honestly, we did something insane. If you exploit the meta, we've proved that your favorite Pokemon can compete. It can win. And now it's your turn. I want everyone watching to go out there and cook whatever crack team you want, because there is nothing better than winning with your favorite Pokemon. Let me know in the comments what your favorite Pokemon is, and remember that truly skilled trainers, they win with their favorites, human. Peace.